Okay. I'm Darcy Du Toit, attached to the Social Law Project, University of the Western Cape. I'm a labour lawyer by trade and interested in the platform economy and in platform cooperatives arising from long involvement in areas of labour law that had to do with worker organisation and democratisation of the workplace, and also more recently becoming involved with domestic work research in 2009, and since then we've been involved in that area. And I suppose platforms owned collectively by workers, it represents a big opportunity because South Africa has a huge unemployment problem, and job creation is the watchword all around. Everyone's talking about it from government to business, but it's not really going to happen in the sense that big companies or small businesses are not going to create millions upon millions of jobs. Then the next, if you like, default position is that young people must start their own businesses. But then again, young people seldom are equipped to do so, or even have the wish to do so. And it seems to us that given the success of various commercial platforms internationally, that model has quite a lot going for it. And if such models could be owned collectively, then clearly they would create work opportunities for those who own them, if they can be run properly, which means, of course, a lot of research would have to precede that to work out how to go and to equip everybody with the skills that they will need, both technical and management and all the other skills. And if and when such a co-op were to succeed in a given area, then that will be a precedent for others to follow, and so it could gather momentum. We are very much at the beginning of this journey in South Africa. There have been many co-ops for a long time, but they've tended to be, well, going back 50, 60 years, big farmers formed cooperatives, and that really is the main model at the moment. Then, for example, trade unions started small co-ops for unemployed members, for example, in the textile industry, when all the textiles factories moved to the Far East. Then workers here formed unemployed textile workers formed co-ops to manufacture garments, but these by and large were not very successful. Some of them continue to exist, but they've not been sustainable. And so even though there is a Cooperatives Act creating a legal framework for this to happen, and officially no fewer than, I think, 26 government agencies from the Development Bank of Southern Africa downward are supposed to give support to cooperatives. In practice, one doesn't see much going. There simply is not enough going for it. So we are hoping in a small way, having linked up with former Uber drivers who became deactivated, and in my case I went through a court case with them where in the end our resources ran out and Uber's did not. We also have been working with domestic workers for a long time, and there are groups of domestic workers who also see a way forward in forming cooperatives through which to market their own services, but also to improve their lives and empower themselves. And much the same with the former Uber drivers and existing Uber drivers too, I should think. So, as I say, we're at the beginning, but our project is officially due to launch from May onwards, but really kicking off in 2020, beginning of 2020. And so we hope that in 2 or 3 years after that, again in cooperation with our colleagues elsewhere, to develop the tools which are needed, in particular the platform which can be used in the first instance by domestic and care workers. We think that there could really be scope for success there. And also, as we go on, I believe it's more complicated, but also to develop a tool a platform which the Uber drivers or the drivers could use to market their services. Again, it has been done elsewhere, it can be done. So that's where we are at the moment.